Today I'll be reading the book How to Make a Living from Music, and I'll just continue from where I stopped the last time. Artists are discovering that data is the new oil, as they constantly find ways to grow a database of fans, which will be key to their success in the new digital ecosystem. An ecosystem increasingly being driven by artists and artist managers. More and more, music is becoming social, with sharing and recommendations being at the heart of music discovery and digital music marketing. Whereas in previous times, fans were regarded as consumers, they are now a vital and active part of every business model. When you listen to different teachings about music and music business, you would see that aside from even just talking about music fans, there is now a discussion about music super fans. And also, you look at the trend and you see that some songs that were released years ago and did not even make a mark right now are trending and people are using it on social media. Looking at how music evolved, there was a time when people just listened and they heard the voices of the artist. However, it moved until when people started watching them on TV, maybe CDs and all. And then now we have the opportunity to watch them live, to stream them from YouTube and from other platforms. These are things that we are now enjoying as a result of digitalization. Now, you understand that because a song did not trend years ago doesn't mean that it wouldn't trend today or trend tomorrow. And when you see, even in Nigeria, a case study of the blogger or the content creator who did a challenge with the Gom 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 music, and all of a sudden, a song that people had not listened to for years started trending. That's the power of music, and that's the power of fans picking up songs that they enjoyed as children. And now those songs are being enjoyed. And that's the power of having your data. When you create a work, you should be confident in the fact that you have actually used your creativity and you brought out something that is beneficial to the world. The thing is, those in your dispensation might not really appreciate that song, but it doesn't mean that those in future generations will not enjoy that work. And so, watching the video of when he went to meet that particular artist, I remember that he was almost in tears because to him, I'm sure he would have been thinking, if someone had told me that years after my song would be a hit, I wouldn't believe. But that's the power of music, and that's the power of putting your work in a digital format. And now we see that years after, people are now enjoying his work. Also, when you see even the work of some other people, aside from even him, that their works are now trending, you see that once you put out a work, your own work is to create it, but after that, you never know how that music will go. And looking at the duration of copyright protection, it's for the lifetime of the author and 70 years after. And so that means even after your lifetime, your children can still continue to enjoy that. And that's why when you read the story about the Lion King and the music that was used, and you see that those who finally took or benefited from it economically were generations afterwards. Also, if you look at the story of Michael Jackson, who is now late, you see that even his estate is currently enjoying from his catalog, and I'm sure same would go for Whitney Houston. And so, when the book here says that data is the new oil, of course, I'm sure you would agree. Nigeria is a country blessed with oil, and you know that oil has definitely been a blessing to Nigeria, and you can look at it both ways. However, how you choose to use your own blessing uh, falls on you. But the truth is, oil came as a blessing to Nigeria. And so when it equates data to oil, it's just trying to say that oil, um, data to oil, and music to oil, it just says that it's a resource that can be utilized, can be maximized, and can be economically beneficial to anyone who decides to use it. And so I would like to encourage those in the music industry who might be feeling discouraged that my work is really not being appreciated. I would like you to actually just go and read and see the stories of others who necessarily did not gain the benefit. And even if you look at some of the artworks that are being celebrated right now, some of them were not celebrated during their lifetime, but it was celebrated afterwards. And so, just like normal properties that we have, landed properties that can be passed on from generations to generations, be confident in the fact that your work, even though it's not enjoyed in your lifetime, it will be enjoyed after your lifetime. So, thank you very much for listening. And I'd like to see your comments in the chat box about data being the new oil or your music being the new oil. Thank you.